Today at Clearwater Beach, we got to release our Loggerhead, sub-adult Loggerhead Sea Turtle iced tea. On August 4th, iced tea came into Clearwater Marine Aquarium. We received a stranding call that there was a Loggerhead Sea Turtle washed up in Madeira Beach. We sent out our stranding team to help retrieve that animal and bring her back in.
Her CT has revealed that her left lung is completely blocked. She has a very bad pneumonia. She is getting some heavy hitter antibiotics and antifungals, and hopefully that will get her strong enough where we might actually be able to do a procedure where we can go in and pretty much loosen up the blockage that's in her lung.
This animal's been through a CT scan, which has showed us that she has a severe lung problem about 2/3 of the way down the lung. So by utilizing a small scope, we can go down to that area, get an idea of what's going on. We can culture it for bacteria and fungus is a very, very common sequelae in these guys, especially if they've been out in the wild and they've inhaled some seawater. We then can actually ascertain whether or not there's something we can do to unblock it. We've had a few turtles now that develop this kind of lung lesion that you can go down through the main air channel in their lung and pull the material out, which allows the rest of the lung to respond in a normal manner and heal much quicker.
Throughout Iced Tea's rehab process, it started off by us just monitoring her and making sure that she had enough fluids. She was so weak when she first came in that we were sitting poolside with her, keeping an eye on her just to make sure she was taking good breaths and taking those breaths. During that time, we were keeping up with fluids to keep her hydrated. We then advanced to tube feedings with her multiple times a day. And after that, we then went to tongue feeding and foraging on her own. And ultimately, at the end, we were able to give her some live crabs. That was a big test to see if she's ready to go back to the wild. Prior to releasing any of our turtles, they go through a process of getting tagged, which is a flipper tag and a pit tag. The pit tag is basically a microchip just like your dog or cat would have, and that goes right into their flipper, and their flipper tags are one on each side. In the event that one of those gets ripped out or they have an injury that they lose one, hopefully there's always going to be one there. The purpose of this is to, if she were to restrand, we would be able to find out about that. We would be contacted. We'd also be able to provide any information, history of hers, to the facility, and or she would come back to our facility for that further rehab.